And good evening and welcome to Week 6 football from Biggsville West Central. West Central High School, as the undefeated West Central Heat will host your BPC Spartans, coming in at 2-3. First home game for West Central after starting the year with 5 straight road games. They'll finish up their last 4 at home. Chris Rankhauser here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Aaron Christian at the camera tonight. Appreciate his help coming over here this evening. Again, a big game for BPC tonight, coming in at 2-3, with games coming up next week against Ridgewood, at Galva, and at Amboy to finish the regular season. West Central will start with the football here to start quarter number 1. And 12 minutes on the clock. We're about set for kickoff here at West Central High School. Again, thanks for tuning in here tonight. Host of games all over the TSSR Game Time Live platform tonight. A big one, 2 undefeated teams in Farmington, as Macomb travels to take on Farmington. Big one, an 8-man football up north, as Milledgeville and Polo will square off. West Central is going to start with the football. Alex McGrew, number 17, and number 11 back deep. That's Aiden Garner for West Central. William Anderson got the ball teed up for BPC. 12 minutes on the clock. We are set for some high school football here on this Friday night. Temperature right around 70 degrees. A squibbing kick that's going to go out of bounds at the BPC 43-44 yard line. The Heat will take over 1st and 10 from that spot. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 45 of West Central. Quarterback for the Heat, number 4, Gage Stimson, a senior. The procedure call is going to actually move it out to the 50, and that's where West Central will start 1st and 10. No score, just underway. Wing back is number 17, McGrew. Going to hand off on a reverse. And a good job from the backside, number 99. Tanner Pierce on the stop. The ball carried by number 34. Kyle Layferry. Gain of 1. That'll set up a 2nd down and 9. The ball into BPC territory at the 49. And single back set. Wing back again is McGrew. And it's going to be a handoff. Nope, fake the handoff. And it's going to be Stimson on the keeper. Again, a good job by BPC in there. Number 2, Jonathan Harrell on the stop. A gain of, again, about 1. Going to bring up a 3rd and long. And they're going to call it 3rd and 8 from the BPC 48-yard line. Just a minute into the contest, 11 minutes exactly on the clock. Stimson going to fake the handoff to the running back, and that's going to be to McGrew, and he's going to cut it back, and he's going to be close to 1st down. I think he's going to be about a yard short, number 44. Ethan Pierce on the stop from the backside. It's going to be a gain of 7, we'll call it. And a big 4th down, 4th and less than 1 for West Central. Clock down to 10:15 to play here in the opening quarter. Simple keeper by Stimson. He's going to have the 1st down for West Central. Inside the BPC 40 down to the 38, a gain of a couple. First down for West Central here in the contest. 1st and 10 from the BPC 38. Going to be a fake handoff again, number 34. Leifer on the carry this time. He's going to slip down at about the 40-yard line. Going to be a loss of a couple on the play. Call it 2nd and 12. Number 2 checking into the ball game, Cooper Gibb, a sophomore. Handoff to lead back. That is Graham Kelly, number 8, a freshman. And he's got his first carry is going to net a first down for West Central. Going to take it from the 40 down to the 20. Gain of 20 on the play. 1st and 10 for West Central at the BPC 20-yard line. Fake the handoff to Kelly. Going to be a handoff to McGraw, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, West Central. Touchdown for West Central. So that makes it a 6-0 lead pending the extra point here by the Heat. Looks like they're going to line it up for 2. Setback is Kelly, Stimson under center, wing back McGraw on the far side. There'll be a handoff and fake the handoff to the man in motion. It's Kelly taking it into the end zone for 2. So with 9 minutes exactly to play here in the first quarter, it's West Central 8, BPC nothing. We will step aside and we'll be back here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Back here at West Central High School, 8-0 in favor of the West Central Heat. Alex McGraw with a 20-yard touchdown run for West Central. And it was Kelly for the 2-point conversion run. Looks like number Jeremy Ford, I believe, number 52 to kick it away. Beekman and Huffman back for BPC. Going to be a low squib kick fielded at about the 20. On the far side, Beekman trying to find some room. Still on his feet. Going to take it out beyond the 30 to about the 35, 36-yard line. And that's where BPC will start, 1st and 10. To see who lines up at quarterback. Of course, Talon Love getting hurt last week. The backup, Parker Guppy, also going out of the game. And we saw Brock Beekman at quarterback. And looks like Beekman will be at quarterback again for BPC tonight. And I believe that direct snap to Beekman. Beekman's going to pick up 3 on first down, 2nd and 7, 8:25 to play here in the opening quarter. Again, 8-0 in favor of West Central. Direct snap again. And I think the ball came out. No sign from the official yet. They're going to call him down. Beekman on the carry again. There's some discussion. And it will stay with BPC. Called a gain of a couple on the play. So 3rd down and 5 for BPC from their own 39-yard line. Down under 8 to play, 7:47 and counting here in the first quarter. Harrell in motion, and it's going to be again a direct snap to Beekman and a big hit by number 81, Cody Wade for West Central. Beekman may be picking up a yard on the play. Going to pick up a little more than that, maybe a gain of a couple. And that's going to set up a 4th and 2 for BPC. 7:15 to play here in the first quarter. And West Central already on top by a score of 8-0. Going to send one receiver out far side. That is number 4, Xander Jones. Harrell in motion, going to fake the handoff to him. Huffman's got it, and Huffman's got some room and a first down. He's in the West Central territory, going to be tripped up from behind across the 25 down to about the 23, 24-yard line. See where they spot that. That's going to be about a 30-yard gain for Huffman. And enough for a BPC first down. Their first of the contest. 1st and 10 BPC at the heat. Called the 27-yard line. Again, Jones, the receiver, far side. Beekman in the shotgun. Wingbacks, Harrell and Huffman. It's going to be handoff to Harrell this time. Huffman out on the lead block. And Harrell's going to be knocked out of bounds across the 20, I believe. I'm going to say the 21. So from the 26, they called it, to the 21. Harrell's going to pick up 5. And bring up a 2nd down and 5 for BPC. Ball just outside the Heat 20 at the 21. Down to 6:14 and counting. Jones split to the near side. Going to send Huffman in motion this time. Going to be Beekman on a keeper. Huffman out on the lead block. Huffman's going to get the corner. We got a penalty flag back in the line of scrimmage. That one's going to come back on BPC for a hold. And it will be a holding penalty on BPC. Big issues with BPC last week. The number of penalties in the first half and really kind of moved things in the wrong direction. We talked with Coach Borders at halftime last week. That's been a problem on a couple of occasions this year, especially in the first half of some contests. So that'll move it back 10 yards. And we're going to move it out beyond the 30s from the line of scrimmage. That's 21, so back to the 31. And 2nd and about 16. Going to fake the handoff. Harrell on the handoff. And he's going to get tripped up out of bounds. Again, can't see on this near sideline real well with the West Central players down below. And he's going to get it back to about the 21-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 9 on the play. So 3rd and long for BPC. 3rd and about 8 from the 22. They're going to mark it. Send Harrell in motion. Beekman on the carry. And he's going to be slung around, and I think he's going to be slung around to the point that he picks up the first down for BPC. And he does. Beekman hit about 2 or 3 yards short of the first down marker on the far side, but the tackler, the defender, spun him towards that sideline, enough for a first down for BPC at the 15. In Jones, far side, your backs, Huffman and Harrell. Beekman in the shotgun. Gonna send Huffman into the backfield. Beekman's going to keep it. It's got some room. got behind some of the offensive linemen. It's going to have a good gain down close to the 10, maybe inside the 10 it looks like. And it is going to be a nice game. We'll call about 7 on the play. Beekman with 5 carries for 21 yards here in the opening quarter. Second and 3 for BPC. Handoff Huffman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown BPC. A 6-yard touchdown run for Lane Huffman. And that's going to cut the score to 8-6 in favor of West Central. BPC are going to line it up for 2, try to tie this ball game at 8. Jones, your receiver, far side. Huffman in motion. Going to be Beekman, and he's going to spin into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. So with 5:08 to play, it's all tied up at 8-8. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live in just a moment.
We're an 11-bed ER.
Back here at West Central High School, all tied up at 8-8. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought to you by the Raritan State Bank. Bushnell branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. They offer full-service banking and loan services. For all of your banking needs, come visit the bank, a friendly service. Give them a call at 772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. William Anderson to kick it away again for BPC. McGraw, the deep man for West Central. This is another kick that's going to go out of bounds, this time at about the Heat 30-yard line. So West Central's going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Stimson under center. Again, Kelly the lone back. Wing back is McGraw. Going to be a handoff to Kelly. And he's going to be upended by Huffman and a couple other Spartan players after a minimal gain of about 2, we'll call it. 2nd and 8. So we'll give Kelly 2, 2nd and 8. For West Central, clock down to 4:35 to play. 8-8 the ball game. That's going to be a handoff to Lake Ferry, and he's got some room around the near side. Nice game, going to be out close to the first down marker. Going to be brought down at about the Heat 49-yard line. It's going to come about a yard short. 3rd and short for West Central. Central quickly to the line of scrimmage. Kelly the back, lone back again. Wing back near side is number 17. Alex McGraw, senior. Going to be handoff to Kelly. Graham Kelly's got enough for a first down into BPC territory at the Spartan 47-yard line. Needed 2 and got 3 on the play. I'll give them 4 in the place. So first to 10, West Central from the BPC 48, 3:50 to play here in the opening quarter. And a handoff to Layfair, and he's cutting it back, and he's got one man to beat. He's going to get by him, and he's going to take it 10-5. Touchdown, West Central, 47 yards to the score for the Heat. "47 yards for Layfair, and it makes it a 14-8 lead for West Central. Score coming with 3:34 to play here in the first quarter. And we got a stoppage and a timeout taken by West Central. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back here with the two-point verse in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
And welcome back here to West Central High School. Chris Frankhauser and Aaron Christian on the camera tonight here from Biggsville. Thanks for tuning in this evening. West Central taking the timeout here with the two-point conversion on the line. Stimson's going to be under center. Kelly, the lone setback. Again, McGraw and Layfair, your wingbacks. And they're going to fake the handoff to Kelly. Misdirection, handoff to McGraw. And he's going to run it in for the two-point conversion. So with 3:34 to go, it's now a 16-8 lead in favor of West Central. Will be back with the kickoff in just a couple of moments here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. You get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at West Central High School, 16-8 in favor of the Heat. And we're brought to you by King Family Chiropractic. With locations in Bushnell, Macomb, they support PPC Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, give them a call at 309-837-MY-DC. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. Forward on the kick. This is going to be a bouncing kick fielded and downed by one of the up men. Number 5 gets on it for BPC. That is Braylon Griffiths. And it'll be 1st and 10 BPC from their own 32-yard line, trailing by 8, 16-8. See if BPC can match things score for score. Don't know that you want to get in a shootout with this West Central squad. Beekman again at quarterback. This time Griffiths split to the far side. Your backs. Huffman, I'm going to send Huffman in motion. Going to have a snap to Beekman. And Beekman's going to get it up to the line of scrimmage, and probably not much more than that. We're going to give him a couple on the play. I'll call it a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9 for BPCs. We're down to 3 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. 16-8 in favor of West Central. And Huffman going to go in motion, going to fake the handoff to him, handoff to Harrell. And he's not going to dance around, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, they're going to move it back. One, so a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for BPC from their own 32-yard line. Beekman shotgun in motion to Harrell. Going to fake the handoff to him, handoff to Huffman. And he had to slow down and took a pretty good pop from the backside. I think that was Andy Evans on the stop from the backside for West Central. That's going to move it back another yard or so. We'll call it no gain. So 4th and 10 for BPC. Clock under 2 to play, 1:55 and counting. I believe that is Griffith's back to punt. He did some punting last week, number 5. And the snap is over his head, and he's just going to fall on the football. And West Central's going to be set up 1st and 10 inside the BPC 10 at about the 7-yard line. So costly mistake there by BPC is going to set West Central up with a chance to tack on a little more with 1:42 to play here in the first quarter. Brought to you by Farmers Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business bank, as well as home and agricultural lending, and giving them more. Stop by 484 East Main Street to find out more. Stimson going to hand off, delay handoff. Kelly's going to bang off some bodies. Not going to get into the end zone. Beekman there in the stop for BPC. Also number 54, Gavin Ford. But he is going to gain about 3 on the play. And sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Clock down to 1:12 to play here in the first quarter. 16-8 score in favor of the Heat of West Central. Kelly the setback in motion. McGraw going to hand it off to Kelly, and he's into the end zone unscathed for the touchdown. This one from 4 yards out. And that's going to tack on 6 more for West Central and make it a 22-8 lead with the 2-point conversion pending. Score coming with 1:04 to play in the first quarter. Stimson under center. Fake the handoff. No, it is going to be Kelly, and he is not in. Run fails. So with 1:04 left in the opening quarter, it's 22-8 in favor of West Central. We'll step aside, and we'll be back with a kickoff here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
22-8 in favor of West Central. 1:04 to go here in this opening quarter again. Jeremy Ford to tee it up, number 52 for the Heat. Boy, that's Huffman and Harrell back for BPC. Can't make out the number on the near side if it's either Beekman or Jonathan Harrell, number 2. Forward with the approach. It's going to be a bouncing kick fielded by one of the up men off his hands. And I think BPC got on it. The second man over there was number 5, Braylon Griffiths. And BPC will start 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line with 61 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll have the royalty. They did some of that prior to the game. I believe they will do the King and Queen announcement at halftime. We'll have that for you here. Talk to Coach Borders, update stats, get some area scores, and have that MDH interview. Beekman on the handoff to Huffman, and he's going to juke around, get spun around at the 35. Going to call it no gain. Second and 10 for BPC. Clock down to 37 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 22-8 in favor of West Central here in quarter number 1. Number 4, Xander Jones, going to split out to the far side. Beekman shotgun set. In motion is Harrell. Fake the handoff to him. Handoff to Huffman. And Huffman not much sledding there. Gets it out to maybe the 37. Call it a gain of 2. And that's probably going to be the final play of the quarter as we are down to 3 seconds to play. And that will do it. We are heading to quarter number 2. It's 22-8 in favor of West Central. We'll be back in a couple moments here with the second half action on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are gonna watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back here at West Central High School. Chris Frankhauser with you here on TSSR Game Time Live. Great camera work being done by Christian tonight. As we are into quarter number 2, getting ready to start the quarter. It'll be BPC football at their own 38, down 22-8. 3rd and 7 for the Spartans. Here's as we get ready for quarter number 2 action. Harrell in motion, going to fake the handoff. Beekman looking to throw. He's got all sorts of times, going to try to tuck it and run, and he's going to be knocked down in the backfield. Big loss there, number 84 on the stop. Andy Evans, a sophomore, and that's going to push it back to the BPC 33 and force another punt. Of course, hopefully this one goes better for BPC as the last one. The snap well over the head of Braylon Griffiths and led to a short field for the final score in the quarter for West Central. High snap again. This one, Griffiths able to get a nice kick. Nobody back for West Central, and it's going to hit and stop at about the West Central 41-yard line. And that's where the Heat will take over. 1st and 10, just underway. 11:13 to play here in the first half. We're brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone with pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Also brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street or give them a call at 309-772-2111. First and 10 for the Heat at their own 41. Hand off to McGraw, and he got a nice block and's got some room. Going to be knocked out of bounds in Spartan territory by Lane Huffman. He's going to take it from the 41 out to the 42-yard line of BPC. Called a gain of 17 and another first down for West Central. Two carries for 37 yards and a touchdown for McGraw here in the first half. First and 10 from the BPC 42. Stimson under center. And it's going to be a handoff to Kelly, and a nice job by BPC. Beekman and Griffiths on the stop, and they're going to stop Kelly after a gain of 1 or 2. We'll call it a gain of 1. Second and 9, the ball at the BPC 41-yard line. 10:30 to play here in the first half. 22-8 again in lead for West Central and with the football. Fake the handoff. Nope, going to give it to Kelly, and he's going to have the first down across the 35 down to about the, well, maybe not. Looks like maybe he's going to come up about a yard short or less than a yard. Called a gain of 8. Third and less than 1 for West Central. Clock right at the 10-minute mark here to play in the first half. Yeah, handoff to Kelly. He's got the first down across the 30 down to about the 28. We'll call it a gain of 5 and a first down again for West Central. Will be first and 10 for West Central. At the 29, handoff, and that's late Ferry, and he's going to get upended on the play. Jonathan Harrell, number 1, Lane Huffman in for BPC. Short gain. Called a gain of 1. Beautiful night for football here in West Central Illinois. Kickoff temperature right around the 70-degree mark. Hand off to Kelly, and he's gone. Nope, he will be tripped up just short of the goal line. Jonathan Harrell with a touchdown saving tackle at the 1-yard line, so a gain of 27 for Graham Kelly. It's going to give him 74 yards on 9 carries. And a first and goal for West Central at the BPC 1. 8:40 to play here in the first half. Heat on top, 22-8. Stimson under center. Hand off Kelly. He's going to jive over the pile into the end zone. Touchdown, West Central. 1-yard touchdown run for Graham Kelly. Makes it 28-8. Pending the 2-point conversion. Score coming at 8:19 to play here in the first half. Two-point conversion. Stimson going to fake the handoff to Kelly. He's going to be into the end zone. That's number 17, McGraw. And the 2-point conversion is good. So that makes it a 30-8 score in favor of West Central. 8:19 to play. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a couple moments here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets a much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Welcome back here to West Central High School. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought to you by Isle Enterprises and Hulett Trucking. They can take your product down the road near or far. They also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or give them a call, 309-775-3333. Up in the deep man for BPC, number 52, Jeremy Ford to kick it away again for West Central. He just scoring to make it a 22-point lead, and a close squib kick. Going to be falling on again. I believe that's Griffiths on the far side. It is. So BPC will have it 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. 8:18 to play here in the first half. Harrell in motion, going to be a struck snap to Beekman. And he's going to go forward right through the center of the line for a couple of yards on the play. Called a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for BPC, 7:50 to play in the first half. Huffman in motion, going to hand it off to Huffman. And good pursuit, not letting him get the corner number 2. Cooper Gibb on the stop, the sophomore for West Central. It's going to be a loss back to the 35-yard line, a loss of a couple on the play. Huffman in motion, bad snap's going to get through the hands of Beekman, and he's going to get brought down all the way back at about the 25-yard line. Take your pick. There are about 5 or 6 red, blue, and white jerseys there for West Central. One of those including number 81, Cody Wade, and that's going to force a 4th and long for BPC. 4th. And the line of scrimmage was the 35. First down was the 46. So we'll call it a 4th and about 22. Griffiths back again for the punt. This is a better snap. And this kick's going to spin off the side of his foot and go out of bounds. One of the Heat players, number 88, almost caught that on the sidewalk. And it's going to be 68, I should say, almost caught that. Lucas Wood. And West Central's going to take over 1st and 10 right at midfield here with 6:23 to play. And West Central Ori enjoying a 22-point lead at 30-8. 1st and 10 for the Heat again. Ball nose of the football right at midfield. Stimson under center. Kelly the setback. Fake the handoff, looking to throw. Stimson's got a couple men open. It's going to be intercepted by Beekman by BPC. He's got it across the 40, 45, 50, and going to get brought down inside Heat territory at the West Central 47. So the first passing attempt for Stimson ends in a pick by Beekman, and BPC is going to take over right back with the football. 1st and 10 at the Heat 45-yard line. 6:12 to play here in the opening half. We're brought to you by Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. They deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Wrench at 309-351-8192. Going to be a handoff to Harrell, and he's got some room and he's got some speed, and he's broke it. 10-5, touchdown BPC. Jonathan Harrell with some serious gas on that one for BPC. A 45-yard touchdown run. And that's going to make it a 30-14 score in favor of West Central. BPC getting some points off of the INT by Beekman. So it's 30-14. 2-point conversion on the way for BPC. Score coming at 6:02 to play here in the first half. Beekman on a direct snap, and he's got nowhere to go. Number 2, Cooper Gibb again with the stop, so the 2-point conversion fails. With 6:02 to play, it's a 30-14 lead in favor of West Central. We'll be back with the kickoff here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb. They were so wonderful.
I thought about the staff of MDH. They're all good. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at West Central High School, 30-14 in favor of the Heat. Jonathan Harrell with an impressive 45-yard touchdown run for BPC. 6:02 to play. First half, William Anderson, number 69, going to tee it up for BPC. Aiden Gardner, number 11, and number 17, Alex McGraw, back deep for West Central. See if Anderson has kicked every kickoff thus far out of bounds in this first half. Let's see if we can get one between the lines. Approach. This is a good kick, a little high end over end kick. It's going to bounce to the 30, picked up by McGraw. And he's going to run out of bounds at the, looks like they're going to mark it at about the Heat 44-yard line. .557 to play. First half. West Central 2 timeouts remaining. BPC with all 3. And we're brought to you by Pond Plus. They are proud to be serving the Macomb area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pond Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repairs and are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, as it is a first down carry, and it's going to be across midfield. Still on his feet driving. That's Kelly. Wow, what a run from that young man from the Heat 44. Keeps the legs driving, is going to get brought down at the BPC 41-yard line. 15 yards and another first down for West Central. Pond Plus, they have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell. Stimson's going to fake the handoff to the first back. McGraw now on it, far side. He's got a first down and more. And he's going to be run out of bounds. Jonathan Harrell running him out just shy of the 20-yard line. Take it from the 40 to the 25 from McGraw. Gain of 15. First and 10 for the Heat from the BPC 25. Stimson under center. Fake the handoff to Kelly, and this is going to be like he's got a nice gain on first down. Going to take it inside the 20. See where they mark it on the scoreboard. Gain of 6. Is homecoming here at West Central. Again, as we said right before kickoff, West Central playing their first 5 games away from home. And we'll finish out with their final 4 here in Biggsville. Stimson handoff to Kelly. He's got some room, one man to beat. He's going to push him off, and it's Beekman. And Beekman's going to get him back down and bring him out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. A gain of 17 for Kelly and another first down. That's going to put Kelly over 100 yards, 117 yards unofficially on 12 carries for West Central. Clock stopped with Kelly going out of bounds. 4:45 to play here in the first half. 30-14 lead for West Central. Hand off Kelly. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. BPC a good job that time. Number 75, Andrew Orejo on the stop, amongst others for the BPC defense. Gain of 1. Second and goal for the 1. Clock down to 4:20 to play here in the opening quarter. Stimson under center. Kelly the set back. And it's going to be Stimson left side into the end zone, touchdown for West Central. Stimson on a 1-yard touchdown run. Score coming with 4:07 to play, and that makes it a 36-14 lead for West Central. Two-point conversion again. They will try it. The Heat will. Stimson going to hand off to Kelly, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, or the 2-point conversion by Kelly. And that's going to make it a 38-14 lead for West Central here in the later stages of the first half. 4:07 to play. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Back here at West Central High School, the kick by Ford, a line drive kick going to be fielded by number 4, Xander Jones. And he's going to bring it up across the 35 to just short of the 40. 38-18 in favor of West Central. The score 4:03 to play here in the first half. So we can get some scores from around the area. Definitely get some score updates at halftime and pass those along. We'll see what Macomb on top of Farmington 14-6 in the first quarter. That game also here on the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Beekman under center, handoff to Huffman. He's going to dance around, try to find some room. He's going to try and cut it back, and is going to go backwards. Wrapped up on the play by number 51. Caleb Thompson, the senior for West Central on the stop, a loss of a yard. Second and 11. Harrell in motion this time. Going to be Beekman. Going to just direct snap, try to take it off the left side. Good run for Brock across the 35 to about the 36. Called a gain of 7 on the play for Brock Beekman, and it's going to bring up a third and we'll call it 4 for BPC at their own 38 as we're down to 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Jones going to split to the near side, lone receiver. Harrell in motion, high snap, going to go through the hands. Huffman's going to pick up, try to find some room to run, and he's got some room. He's going to have the first down and a little more on a busted play. He's going to take it into West Central territory, out of bounds at about the 45. Stop made by Kyle Layfair on the far side. So that's about a 10-yard gain, but Huffman ran a lot further than that on the play. Busted snap. Almost hit Harrell as he was coming in motion over his head and at Beekman, and Huffman picks up the first down for BPC. 2:33 to play first half. Spartans trail at 38-14. Jones to the near side. Harrell again in motion. Fake the handoff. Beekman's looking to throw. He's got a man open. Oh, I think was intended for Huffman on the play. Jones and Huffman both there, and falls incomplete. So second and 10 for BPC. That'll stop the clock at 2:26 to play here in the first half. Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time Live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop by and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Jones split to the far side this time. Huffman in motion. Going to fake the handoff to him, handoff to Harrell. And he's going to get it up across the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a couple on the play. Third and 8 for BPCs. We're down to 2 minutes to play here in the first half. And expect to keep it here for some of the homecoming festivities here at West Central High School. May try and catch a little bit of the band, update the scores and stats, and have our halftime interview. All coming up at the half. Fake the handoff. Beekman's looking to throw. He's got a man open and in and out of the hands. Good defense there by number 11 for West Central. Aiden Garner, sophomore, pass was in Jones' hand, but Garner timed it perfect, knocked it loose, and the pass falls incomplete, stops the clock with 1:39 to play. 4th and 8 for BPC. West Central going to get the ball back with a couple of timeouts and about 1.5 minutes to see if they can tack on some more points on this 38-14 lead. And BPC's going to take a timeout here. Their first of the half, as it looked like the Spartans were lined up to go for it. So we'll keep it here. So both teams now with 2 timeouts remaining. See if we've got some more scores we can pass along to you folks. Let's see. Knoxville trailing Illini West 14-7. That is at the half. A-Town on top of United 6-0. That in the second quarter. Let's see what else we got. And still 14-6 in favor of Macomb over Farmington. A big game between two 5-0 squads in that one. $14-0 in favor of West Hancock. That one in the second quarter. Milledgeville at Polo. Get that score for you here in a minute. BPC is going to go for it. Fourth down. Direct snap to Beekman. He's going to try to get, and he, I think, is going to be, he's going to be close. And he is going to be short. Good call there, Aaron, on the camera, telling me he was about a yard or so short, and he is about a yard or so short. Needed 8, got 7. And the West Central's going to have a chance here. Again, 2 timeouts remaining for the Heat, and 1:33 to play in the clock, with West Central up 38-14. Looks like Milledgeville and Polo in a barn burner, 8-8 at the half. Hand off to Kelly, and he's got some room, and he's gone. Harrell might be able to get, nope, Harrell will not catch him. 10-5, touchdown West Central. Well, that was quick for West Central. One play, 63 yards for Mr. Kelly for the touchdown. 181 yards on 14 carries for Graham Kelly. That score coming with 1:23 to play. And we've got whistle. And the stoppers are going to move the football to the near side. 44-14 in favor of West Central here with 1:23 to play. Stinson going to throw out in the far side, and it's caught. Pass received by number 17, McGraw. So that makes it 46-14 in favor of West Central. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live with a kickoff in just a moment.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Ford to tee it up again for West Central. Number 52, Jeremy Ford. Up and the man back deep for BPC. The approach is going to be a bouncing kick again, fielded by Jones. And he's going to run into one of his own blockers, and he's slammed down by number 28. Michael Schramm, a senior, on the stop. So 1:19 to play. 32-point lead for West Central. And we'll update some scores from around the area and on TSSR Game Time Live at the half. Have some stat updates. Catch some of the homecoming activities here at West Central and have our MDH interview. Beekman's going to hand it off to Huffman's going to dance around. He's got some room on the far side. He's across the 50. One man to beat. Will somebody catch him from behind? No, they will not. He cuts it back to the middle of the field. Touchdown. Oh, how about that? A 63-yard touchdown for Kelly. 63 yards for Lane Huffman with 1:05 to play. And we've got a video game score here, 46-20 at late in the second quarter. So Lane Huffman says, what you do, Mr. Kelly, I can do just as well. Back-to-back 63-yard touchdown runs for West Central and BPC. And it cuts the lead to 26, 46-20, pending the two-point conversion. Harrell in motion, going to be handoff to Beekman. Handoff to Harrell. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. And that makes it 46-22. We'll be back with a kickoff here in just a moment.
We're an 11-bed ER.
Back here at West Central High School. 1:05 to play first half, 46-22. Back-to-back 63-yard touchdown runs. First one for Graham Kelly for West Central, and then Lane Huffman following the kickoff. He takes it 63 yards to the house, and 1:05 to play again. Anderson with the ball teed up for BPC. Gardner and McGraw back for West Central. Anderson's going to high kick, and this one's going to go clear over the West Central bench almost to the track area, the old track area here at West Central. So West Central's going to take over with good field position. They still have 2 timeouts remaining. So we've seen 68 points thus far in this first half. And they're going to mark it at the West Central 49-yard line. Getting the ball switched around. So West Central 1st and 10. Stimson under center. Kellier set back. And it's going to be a handoff to McGraw. And he's tiptoes around and be brought down by number 99, Tanner Pierce. And he's going to gain about 7 on the play. Clock down to 48 seconds to play. A quick play, and that's going to be number 2, Connor Gibb, on the carry. He's going to have enough for a first down. Stop the clock for the first down. Now move it again. And we're going to get a false start penalty on West Central, their first penalty in the contest. Been a relatively penalty-free contest, just one penalty on each squad. So mark that off 5 yards. 1st and 15. Clock stopped with 31.5 seconds to play in the first half. 46-22 in favor of West Central. And it's going to be a handoff to Gibb, and he's got one man to beat. Harrell's going to bring him down from behind, but inside the 20, enough for another first down. 22.2 seconds to play from the 41 to the 18. Run the clock, and Stimpson's going to clock the football. 19.8 seconds to go. 22 yards on that run for Cooper Gibb. Second and 10 for the Heat, 19.8 seconds to play. Again, the Heat still with 2 timeouts remaining. Handoff. That's Gibb again, number 2. West Central going to take a timeout here with 14 seconds to play. So West Central will have 1 timeout remaining. We'll keep it here. By JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in McDonough County. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash roll yet. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. 24-point lead for West Central, 46-22. 14 seconds remaining on the clock. Out of the timeout will be 3rd and about 7 for West Central. Kelly the setback, Stimpson under center. Looking to throw. Got a man wide open, caught, touchdown. That's McGraw. $17 yards to 17. Stimpson to McGraw. That score coming with 9.8 seconds to play. That makes it 52-22. 2-point conversion. And that's going to be in. That's going to be McGraw on the 2-point conversion. Makes it 54-22. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Back here with the last 9.8 seconds of the first half, 54-22. 32-point lead for West Central. 52, Jeremy Fortin-Sophomore going to kick it away again for West Central. Lane Huffman, senior back for BPC, to just inside his own 20-yard line. Forward approach going to be a low kick again, fielded on the fly by Jones. Pitch back to Huffman. And Huffman still on his feet is going to get it across the 40 to about the 43-yard line with 2.8 seconds to play. So BPC time to maybe just get one play off here. The Spartans will get the football to start the second half. I don't know that I would expect BPC to do too much on this, just probably. Well, they're going to send Jones out to the far side. Beekman shotgun set. Huffman in motion, going to fake the handoff to Huffman. Looking to throw, he's got a man open. It's Harrell. It's caught. He's going to juke out on one tackler. He won't get in the end zone, brought down at about the 10. Call it 37 yards on the pass from Beekman to Harrell. Just one man to beat as Coach Borders here briefly here at halftime. And Coach, kind of a shootout here in the first half.
Yeah, we got some work to do on defense when we get in at the huddle here at halftime.
We did see a little bit cleaner half, only one penalty this time compared to what was 8 or 9 in the first half last week. But, we talked with Coach Schisler after the game. You guys just, unfortunately, coming in kind of a walking mash unit this week.
Yeah, we've got a lot of injuries. We've got some, I won't say we've got people playing out of position, but we're giving chances to people that don't normally, see the position that they're in. And I'm be honest, if you haven't noticed yet, we're running a completely new offense this week. The offense looks to be doing good. We need some of our linemen to step up, but our defense is just – it's bad.
Right.
We're not making the reads that we've worked on, even stuff that we work on every single day that's just the normal everyday stuff.
Right.
We're not doing it, and we don't understand why.
Well, I won't keep any longer, Coach. Appreciate the time as always, and let's make some adjustments here in that second half, and let's see if we can get back in this ball game.
Hey, we're planning on making this a game, so we're going to go see what we can make some changes, see what we can do, Chris.
All right, thanks, Coach. Coach Borders joined us here briefly at halftime, and right now the cheer squad down on the field here again. Homecoming at West Central High School. We'll keep here and let you watch a little bit of this.
Great job, girls.
West Central cheerleaders there here at halftime. 54-22 at the break. Of course, I said it is homecoming here. We'll see what other homecoming activities they have going on. See if we can update some scores again for you here while at the half. Said Milledgeville and Polo 8-8 in that game. Battle of two very good 8-man football teams. Knoxville and Illini West look to be at the half. Farmington and Macomb, it's 14-12 in favor of Macomb in the third quarter. Had a close ball game. A-Town on top at the half. It looks like 12-0 over the Red Storm. Ridgewood and West Prairie Southeastern. 38-6 in favor of Ridgewood. That one in the third quarter as well. (54-22) at the break. Everybody in the press box, and they think your guys are the ones that are supposed to be helping them out, and we're just the camera guy and the video YouTube guys. So having the different classes from Union and Southern being introduced here at halftime. Again, they had the Realty on prior to us, unfortunately, going on the air. It took a little bit to get our Wi-Fi set up here and get hooked up to that, so we didn't miss that. I believe they will have announcement of the King and Queen here at the break. We'll keep it here. Again, 54-22 at the break. (22-8) after one, and 54-22. BC outscored 32-14 in the second quarter. Run down our scoring summary. It was West Central getting on the scoreboard with 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. McGraw on a 20-yard touchdown run. The two-point conversion by Kelly was good, 8-0. BPC answers right back, 5:08 to play. Huffman on a 6-yard run. Beekman ran it in for the two-point conversion, 8-8 at that point. And West Central would come back with a couple more scores in the first quarter, 3:34 to go. Lake-Ferry 47-yard touchdown run. McGraw two-point conversion run made it 16-8. And with 1:04 to go, Kelly first of 3 touchdowns in the first half, a 4-yard touchdown run. Again, coming with 1:04 to play in the first quarter. The run failed 22-8 at the end of the first quarter. West Central again on the scoreboard with 8:19 to go. It was Jonathan Harrell, 45-yard touchdown run. The run failed, 30-14. Scoring with 6:02 to play in the first half. 4:07 to go. It was Stimson on a 1-yard touchdown run. Kelly's run made it 38-14 at that point. 4:07 to play. West Central gets on the scoreboard. 1:23 to go in the first half. Kelly on a 63-yard touchdown. Stimson to McGrew for the two-point conversion made it 46-14. And then the next offensive play, so we had back-to-back 63-yard touchdown runs. With 1:05 to go, it was Leighton Huffman, 63 yards on the touchdown run. Harrell on the two-point conversion run made it 46-22. And right before the half, 9.8 seconds ago, Stimson, 17-yard pass to McGraw. So a 17-yard touchdown pass to number 17 for West Central. McGraw ran it in for the two-point conversion. That's where we're at the half, 54-22.
From 2004, Southern class, Star Robinson Sattler, Caleb Covert, and Garrett Lang. And from the 2004 Union class, Amanda Clark Kane, Josh Higgins, Heather Boyle, and Darren Steele. From the West Central class of 2009, Samantha McGraw, Shay Eisvogel Berlin, and Morgan Hunter Lewis. From the West Central class of 2014, Stephanie Adams Schrock, Monica Brooks Wilson, and Bradley Olson.
Getting 54-22 here at the break. Introducing again the different classes from Southern and Union High School here at West Central. Of course, West Central, the combination of the two former Henderson County rivals, the old Union Yankees and the Southern Rebels.
And from our most recent graduates from the 2024 West Central class, that did not write their names down on the paper, so I can't announce them all. Just go ahead and go on out there, 2024 graduates, and also congratulations on your most recent graduation last spring.
Again, 54-22 here at the break.
We also like to recognize a few others. We give out a few little awards. The oldest in attendance tonight is Barb Finch Lumbeck. She declined to give us her age, but she is the oldest. She's from the class of 1946 and is currently the last surviving member of her class. And I believe she graduated from Oquaka. The furthest travel.
Again, BPC will start with the football in the second half, running down some unofficial stats here in the first half. For BPC, I got Beekman with 9 carries for 38 yards. Lane Huffman, 8 carries for 49. Jonathan Harrell, 5 carries for 60 yards. Harrell, and scratch that. Need to update Huffman there. Have Huffman now with 112 yards on 9 carries in the score. Jonathan Harrell with a nice 45-yard touchdown run. And Beekman was 0 of 2 passing in the first half. For West Central, officially, we got Gage Stimson 1 of 3 passing for 17 yards and a touchdown. Stimson 4 carries for 5 yards and a score. Lake Ferry 7 carries for 67 yards. McGrew 4 carries unofficially for 59. Graham Kelly. I need to redo my math here. 181 yards in the first half, 14 carries, and 3 touchdown runs. I think what we'll do is we'll jump to our halftime interview here at the 3:30 on the clock. I'm assuming they will put another 3 minutes on the clock. So we'll jump into our MDH halftime interview here on TSSR Game Time Live. And we'll be back with the third quarter in just a few moments.
And welcome back. I'm here with Emily Alden now. And Emily, patient advocate, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
That sounds like a title that encompasses a whole lot. Let's first put it in simple words if you can, and then we'll kind of go in depth with it a little bit.
Yes, as the patient advocate, there is a lot to do in the role, but it's a fantastic opportunity. So generally speaking, I will help patients. I will talk about the service that they have here and just in general measure the patient experience for the entire organization.
Well, speaking of knowing the entire organization, kind of the theme has been everybody knows everybody at MDH because you're a smaller rural hospital, even though MDH offers a lot. You literally have to probably know everybody or most everybody because you need to know what each thing's going to happen if that patient's dealing with it.
Yes, that's very true. When I first stepped into the role about a year ago, it was really an interesting and fantastic opportunity to get to know all of the departments, how they work together and individually, and just to see the well-oiled machine.
Well, patient care, obviously, at a hospital is key. You're a key part of that. What is it about patient care at MDH that makes MDH special?
Service excellence internally to provide the best patient care is top of mind here for all of our staff across every single level, every single department, and the organization as a whole. It's a big focus. So we make sure that we take care of our patients and that they have the best experience possible. We're very open to feedback. We always want to improve in areas that we can improve. So we always have open ears. We always appreciate the feedback that we receive.
You are working with all departments. And when a patient comes in, let's say they come into the ER, and then they come to ICU, and then they go to the floor, your job kind of is to let the patients know what you can do, right, or what you offer, or what they can do. Am I missing that? Is that correct?
Yes, actually, our case management department is instrumental with that side of things. Every once in a while, I'll step in and just check in on patients, see how their experience overall is going, to collect that feedback and see if we can implement any changes to make it even better.
So you deal with patients in so many different departments, and really they can go all the way from getting here in the ER to physical therapy on the way out, right?
Yes, absolutely. So MDH has a lot to offer our patients. So while you're here, if you're just running in for some outpatient tests, whether it's lab work or visiting our radiology department, convenience clinic, visiting your primary care provider over at MDH Family Clinic, emergency room, labor and delivery, there are so many different departments that work so well together, and our team is a family. The organization in itself is a family, and so everybody does a great job at trying to understand what departments do that aren't their own, so that way we can make it a seamless experience for our patients.
Well, and then as a patient advocate, right, you just kind of all that together and look at it, right, and then see as patient A comes through, what can we do to make patient B, who might follow them, a little bit better next time?
Absolutely.
So as you do that, what kind of things do you look for? I mean, what I would imagine with MDH, as it continues to improve, you start looking for smaller things, right? So the obvious things are maybe gone, so then you start looking at little things to make the sometimes the worst experience of their life, right, a little bit better as they work through.
Yes, most definitely. So you never know what kind of day somebody's having when they walk through our doors, and you don't know what they're necessarily here for. So it's important to keep an open mind and take a look at what can we ask them that's specific to their experience. Why are they here? Comfort them and make sure that we ask the right questions so that we can purposefully pull out information that we can work on.
Yeah, and I think we've talked a lot about different things from different people. You're, besides Bill, the CEO, you're the one person that kind of helps with, like, it gets your hands in a little bit of everything as far as the patient is concerned. Everybody's talked about it being a family, and you've even mentioned it being a family. Does the fact that everybody knows everybody, as far as employees, from the CEO down to the CNAs, does that kind of make your job a little bit easier?
Absolutely. When you're a family, you care about each other, and we are all here for one purpose, and that is to provide the best experience for our patients that we possibly can. So when you are a tight-knit family, it's just great to be, we're a community, a family, a community, and we are here to serve our patients. And when everybody has that one purpose, it's a great feeling.
Well, Emily, I appreciate you stopping and talking to us, and keep fighting for the patients.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
We'll be back after this.
We're an 11-bed ER.
And welcome back here to West Central High School, as we're just about, well, I bet they're going to put another 3 minutes on the clock. It's pregame, the halftime clock just hit 0, and BPC still warming up, staying around the south end zone. Score updates from around the area. Big one in 8-man football. Polo 24, Milledgeville 8. That's in the third quarter. Richwood 46, West Prairie Southeastern 8. That also third quarter. Waianae West 22, Knoxville 7. A-Town 12, United 6 in the third quarter. Excuse me, and a good one in Farmington. Bombers of Macomb on top of the Farmers 14-12. Third quarter, no, we're not going to get the 3 minutes on the clock. They put the 12 back on, and we're going to be set for football here in just a moment. Again, BPC will have the football to start quarter number 3. Thanks again for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Chris Frankhauser and Aaron Christian on camera tonight, doing an excellent job. West Central on the field already. 52, Jeremy Ford to kick it away. BPC now coming on to the field. Spartans will go left to right, north to south, as we see Huffman back for BPC again. He's going to go back to about his own 20. Ford's ready with the football. Officials are ready. And second half football underway here from West Central. Squib kick again. Right to Jones, going to pitch it off to Huffman. He's got some room. He's going to slip and lose his footing as he tried to cut it back to the middle, and going to be brought down at the 43-yard line of BPC. And that's where they'll start 1st and 10 here to start quarter number 3. Again, 54-22, our halftime score. And bring Jones to the near side. Beekman's shotgun set, going to send Harrell in motion, and Harrell's literally going to almost take it as a direct snap. And he'll push forward for 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. Second and 7 for BPC. The ball at the Spartan 46-yard line. Just underway here in the second half. 11:20 to play. Jones, your receiver, far side. Going to send Huffman in motion this time. Going to be a direct snap. Beekman going to take it up the middle, and he's got the first down and a little more into West Central territory across the 45 to the 44. Gain of 10 and a BPC first down. Just under 11 to play, third quarter, 10:55. 1st and 10, BPC. From the West Central 45, Harrell in motion, going to fake the handoff to him. Beekman's going to keep it. And they're going to blow the play dead. Official here, well, we're going to have a discussion about it. Beekman maybe getting it back to the original line of scrimmage, so they'll stay with BPC. Actually going to call it a loss of a yard. Out to the 46 of West Central. 54-22. 76 points in that first half between the two schools. So 2nd and 11. Huffman in motion, going to fake the handoff to him, handoff to Harrell, and he's going to be wrapped up. Harrell did a good job as he got wrapped up by the back end by Caleb Thompson, number 51. And original contact was a couple yards beyond the line of scrimmage, and Harrell's going to get about 3, maybe we'll call it a gain of 3, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 for BPC. 9:50 to play. Ball at the West Central 44. Jones going to split to the near side. Huffman and Harrell, your back. Harrell in motion again. Going to high snap to Beekman's going to keep it. He's going to make one man miss. He's still on his feet, and I think wrapped up around the ankles again by number 51, Caleb Thompson, but I think he's going to fall forward enough. Well, just going to be just short. We're going to get timeout for a measurement. So we'll get the injury timeout as we got a BPC player down. Let's get our timeouts and our quarter right. So I forgot to do all that at the break. It's a BPC player down on the far side. Cannot make out the number. Why don't we do this? We'll step aside, and we'll be back here at West Central High School on TSSR Game Time Live. Oh, he's up and coming off the field. Isn't that about the way it goes? Jaden Powell, I believe, number 8, was the injured Spartan player. I can't. Yeah, that's number 8. And we're going to get timeout for measurement here. I think he's going to be a little bit short and set up 4th and a short 1, less than 1. Yeah, he's going to be short, but not by much. Maybe 6 inches short. So 4th and less than 1 for BPC. 9:24 to play here, third quarter, 54-22 in favor of West Central. Huffman and Harrell in the backfield again. Beekman going to run out of the shotgun set again. Huffman going to go in motion, going to hand it off to Huffman. He's going to get the corner. He's got the first down and a little more. One man to beat, cuts it back, stays on his feet. Touchdown BPC, 35-yard run. Lane Huffman. Score coming at 9:09 to play here in the third quarter. .147 yards now for Lane on 10 carries. 2-point conversion on the way. Jones going to split out far to the far side, single receiver. 54-28. Harrell in motion, going to be a hand snap to Beekman. He's going to try and cut it back in the middle. That is going to go nowhere, so the 2-point conversion fails. So with 9:09 to play, it's 54-28 in favor of West Central. We'll step aside and be back here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER.
Most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
Back here at West Central High School, 54-28 in favor of West Central, 9:09 to play. William Anderson, number 69, has it teed up for BPC. Aiden Garner, number 11 and 17, Alex McGraw back deep for West Central. Line drive kick going to be fielded by McGraw. He's going to tiptoe around, and he's going to be wrapped up. No, he's still on his feet. Finally knocked out of bounds by the kicker, Anderson. But it's going to get into BPC territory at the 49, where West Central will take over 1st and 10 with 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. First and 10 for West Central. Again, the ball at the Spartan 49. Kelly the setback. A handoff to Kelly, and he's going to bust through the middle of the BPC defense, and he's going to be just short. It looks like about a gain of 9 on the play for Kelly. Second and 1. Fake the handoff to Kelly, and it's going to be, he's still on his feet. He's got enough for first down, brought down by Beekman. But a big gain there for number 34 for West Central. Going to take it from the 40 to the 28, gain of 12. 79 yards for Hulett PubliPro on 8 carries. Going to be handoff. This is Hulett PubliPro again, I believe, number 34 it is. Gain of 4. Tanner Pierce on the stop for BPC. Second and 6. Handoff, Kelly. Going to get tripped up, but he's going to have enough for a first down.
Carried by Graham Kelly. Good enough for a first down. Heat.
From the 24 down to the 15, a gain of 9. It's going to put Kelly a yard short of 200 yards on 16 carries. And off again to Kelly. And big hit by Beekman, but he's going to take it inside the 10 to about the 9. We'll call it a gain of 6. Excuse me. Clock down to 7:12 to play here, third quarter, 54-28 in favor of West Central. Kelly just following his lineman and pushes it up across the 5 down to, we'll call it the 4. That's enough for first down. First and goal from the 6 are going to mark him. I'm going to say that's the 4. It's inside the 5-yard line, so we'll call it first and goal from the 4. 6:45 to play, third quarter. Stimson, handoff. Kelly, he's going to bowl over people into the end zone. Touchdown. And I've officially run out of scoring summary lines on my sheet as Kelly takes it a 4-yard run to tack on 6 more for West Central. That makes it 60-28. 2-point conversion coming up for West Central. Gonna hand it off to Kelly, and he's gonna walk it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. So with 6:40 to play here in the third quarter, 62-28 in favor of West Central. We'll be back here in just a moment with a kickoff here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Back here for the kickoff, West Central tacking on 6 more and another 2-point conversion, 62-28, 6:40 to play, 52. Jeremy Ford to kick it away again for West Central. Lane Huffman back for BPC. A high spiraling kick that's going to hit and carry out of bounds. So PPC will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. 62-28. $90 points in the contest, and I got a funny suspicion we're going to hit triple digits combined in this one before it's said and done. Beekman shotgun set. Jones, the receiver near side. Harrell in motion. Going to fake the handoff to him. Handoff to Huffman. He's going to dance around and see where forward progress is. I'm not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage. Number 24, Xander Anderson, in on the stop for the Heat. And then they're going to say a loss of 1 for Huffman. Huffman, 11 carries for 146 yards. 3 touchdowns for Lane on the evening. Harrell in motion, going to fake the handoff to him. Beekman going to look to throw. He's got a man open, off the hands and caught by Huffman. Will he outrun the man? 10-5, touchdown BPC. Well, I just said that. We were going to hit triple digits, and that didn't take long. 66 yards. Beekman to Huffman for the score. That's going to make it 62-34 in favor of West Central. By one of the defenders, and it goes right into the hands of Huffman for the score. Two-point conversion on the way. Harrell in motion, going to hand it off to him. If he can get that corner, he will not. He's wrestled down, so the 2-point conversion is no good. That makes it 62-34. As we'll get the scoreboard updated, we'll be back here with a kickoff in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at West Central High School, brought to you by Raritan State Bank. Bushnell Branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell offers full-service banking and loan service for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank at friendly service. Call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Let's see, a new kicker in the ball game. That's going to be Xander Jones, number 4. I wonder if we're going to get maybe an onside kick here. Is West Central's thinking that is everybody but McGraw is up within between the 50 and the 40 in West Central territory. Jones with the approach, and nope. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 35-yard line of West Central territory. Crazy game here tonight as it is 62-34, and we still have 5:43 to play in the third quarter.
We'll be back in Bigville next week when they take on Flanagan Carmel. We'll be Friday night at 7 o'clock.
Ball at the West Central 42. BPC will be home next Friday night for senior night. Stimson going to hand off to Kelly. He's into BPC territory. He's got plenty for the first down, a gain of about 15 on the play.
First down.
.224 yards unofficially on 19 carries for Kelly. First and 10, West Central at the BPC 43, 5:20 to play here. Fake the handoff, and a good open field tackle there by Lane Huffman, I believe. Hand off to McGraw, and they're going to lose about 5 on the play. So second and loss of 4, second and 14 from the BPC 47. Fake the handoff. Late Ferry going to get it around the near, and he's got some blockers out front. He pushes one Spartan away, and he's going to run out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. So a gain of 20 for number 34, Kyle Late Ferry for the Heat. That's going to put him over 100 yards on the evening, 115 yards on 10 carries, another first down. Clock stop, 4:37 to play here in the third quarter. (62-34) in favor of West Central. He has it first and 10 from the Spartan 23. Yeah, pitch to McGraw. He's going to cut it back, and he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown. 104 yards on the evening for McGraw. And that makes it a 68-34 score. When we hit the 100-point mark, we're now at 112 on the contest between the two, 68-34. And we still have just under 4.5, 4:28 to play third quarter. Stimson going to pitch it to McGraw. He's going to dance around. He will not get in, wrapped up by Beekman.
4:28 left in the third quarter. It is West Central Heat 68 and BPC Spartans 34.
68-34. We'll step aside and be back with a kickoff here in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Back here at West Central High School, as Jeremy Ford going to kick it away again for West Central. Huffman back deep for BPC. Be a high end over end kick's going to hit, and West Central's on the football. As I don't know if he's shaken up. We got a man slow to get up for BPC. I think that's Xander Jones. Here's for Xander Jones. So West Central on the football again. So we're going to get a timeout. I did not see if it was the official timeout, who took that timeout, but we'll keep it here. Tell you about King Family Chiropractic with locations at Bushnell, Macomb. They support BPC Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Set an appointment, call 309-837-MY-DEC. They also perform DOT CDL physicals for just $85. First and 10 for West Central. 4:28 to play, 68-34. Stimson. Hand off to, believe, Kelly. Nope, that's McGraw again. He's got one man to beat and will be wrapped up by Beekman inside the 20. So from the 38 to the 16, I believe, a gain of 22. Yep, first and 10 from the 16 for West Central. Take the handoff. That's Kelly, and he's going to bulldoze into the end zone. Touchdown, West Central. 16-yard run. Score coming 4:14 to go, and we are at a 40-point mark, and we will have running clock the remainder of the game. 16 yards for Kelly on the touchdown run. It's going to put him at 240 yards on 20 carries on the evening. Stimson, they're just going to take a knee at this point. They got it to the 40-point mark. And that makes it 74-34. And with that, we'll step aside and we'll be back with a kickoff here again on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Back here at West Central High School, 4:14 to play. 74-34 the score. West Central on top of BPC. Again, with the margin now at 40, we will have a running clock the remainder of the contest. Jeremy Fort, number 52, sophomore, to kick it away for West Central. Huffman back for BPC. Yeah, again, a high kick. This one going to be fielded by number 7 for BPC, Gary Hughes. And he'll get it up across the 35 to about the BPC 37. Again, running clock now, as it is a 40-point margin. Beekman direct snap. He's going to get a nice gain of about 5. Carries for 52 yards for Beekman unofficially in the contest. 2:50 to play here, third quarter. Harrell in motion. High snap over Beekman's head. No, we had a different number, I believe, in at quarterback. That's Parker Guppy. I didn't know if he was, I thought he was injured last week, but it looks like it's number 6. Trying to figure out if that's 6 or 8. It is number 6. And West Central going to take over 1st and 10 on the turnover. New number in at quarterback, number 9, Colton Spence. And some new numbers in the backfield. That's going to be a handoff to number 11, Aiden Garner. And Garner's going to pick up a good gain of about 8 on the play. See some new numbers in on defense for BPC. Number 7, Gary Hughes. I'm going to check out of the ball game for the Spartans. Colton Spence in now at quarterback again for the Heat. And the handoff going to go to number 15, Nolan Forbes. He's going to pick up 1 on the play. So we're down under a minute to play here, third quarter, 57 seconds to go. All right, see number 9 out there for BPC. Dylan King, a freshman. West Central in no hurry to, matter of fact, taking the huddle way back behind the line of scrimmage, about 15 yards. Spence under center for West Central. Gonna fake the handoff, and he's gonna keep it. It's gonna be wrapped up by number 76. 75, I should say, Andrew Arreo. And it's gonna be a no gain on the play. And we're gonna be 4th and 2. And that will be the final play of the third quarter as we're heading to quarter number 4. West Central on top, 74-34. They'll have it 4th and 2 as we start the fourth quarter. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
I feel honored for those patients who have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
Back here at West Central High School as we head to quarter number 4. 40-point advantage for West Central, 74-34. I got a moment. Maybe we'll see if we can get some score updates again as getting in the late stages of games, I'm sure, around the area. Macomb and Farmington tied at 20 apiece. West Hancock 28-0 that at the half over LVC. Fourth quarter, Knoxville trailing Illini West 32-14. United trailing by 8 to A-Town 20-12 in the fourth quarter. Stark County 35, Roval Williamsfield 6. That's in the third quarter. 4th and 2 for West Central. Spence going to keep it himself, and I believe with a push is going to have the first down. Yes, he will. And that push is going to get him about 7 on the play. Polo 30, Milledgeville 14. That one, I believe, still in the third quarter. First and 10 for the Heat at the BPC 20. And it's going to be number 15 on the carry, Nolan Forbes. Gain of a couple. Clock down to 10:30 to play. 2nd and 8 for West Central at the BPC 18. Central going to take all the clock. Now the bat judge hand up, and they will take the snap, fake the handoff, and be Spence again on the carry. Look at maybe a busted play, a little miscommunication on that one. Gain of 3. I'll call it a gain of 4. 2nd and we'll call it 3. Or 3rd and 3, I should say. Ball at the BPC 18-9-40 and counting here in the contest. coming up after the game, hoping to get a brief word with both coaches, Coach Sitzler for BPC and Coach Jason Kirby for West Central. And it's going to be number 11 on the carry, Gardner, and he's into the end zone, touchdown for West Central. There is a penalty on flag on the field. I wonder if that's going to come back. Yep, that's going to be a hold on a West Central. So that'll be a mark off from the spot back to the 14. Yeah, handoff. I believe that might be Spence. Spence, it is, the quarterback on the carry. BPC, as I said, they will have Ridgewood next week. West Central has Flanagan, Cornell, Woodland next week. Amboy the following week, and finish with Ridgewood here for week 9. As the Heat are going to go to 6-0. First and goal from the 7 for West Central. Clock to 7:50 to play, 74-34. Spence going to keep it himself. He's going to push the pile down. He's going to be short of the goal line. Looks like a gain of about 5. I think they'll mark it down at about the 2. Again, BPC with Ridgewood for senior night next week, and then finishing with games at Galva and at Amboy. (74-34). West Central. Clock under 7 to play now. West Central again in no hurry. Wait until they see the back judge raise his hand, then they'll get to the line of scrimmage. May a handoff to number 15. He's into the end zone, touchdown. Nolan Forbes. .636 to go. Coming in with 6:36 to go, makes it 80-34. Again, going to take all the time they can, as it was Nolan Forbes on the run, 5 yards to the touchdown. And they're just going to take a knee again. So that makes it 80-34. We'll step aside. We'll be back with a kickoff here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Back here at West Central High School, Also brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. And don't forget its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility in Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. 52, Jeremy Ford to kick it away again for West Central. I'm going to go back deep for BPC. See number 80 out there, new number, Lamario Gregory for BPC up front on the kick team. Number 14 over on the far side. Of course, we've seen him on a little bit of action here the last couple games. Thomas Anderson, freshman, number 14. This is going to be a booming line drive kick going off the hands of number 5 and picked up by Griffiths. And he's got some room. He's going to be drugged down by the back of the jersey right at midfield. So it'll be 1st and 10 BPC with 5:35 to play. West Central going to go to 6-0 after this one. BPC's going to drop to 2-4. And senior night for the Spartans next week, as they will take on the Ridgewood Spartans. Of course, Ridgewood a week ago Thursday night, with a big win knocking off the defending state champion Amboy Clippers, as we got an official timeout. Nope, BPC going to take a timeout. So we'll keep it right here. $80-34. Rosie's Pizza, they offer something for everyone. Pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza dine-in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. Don't forget they also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Also brought to you by Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.m&bfurniturinc.com. Give them a call as well at 309-772-2111. First and 10 for BPC. That's Harrell. Going to be a direct snap. Number 6. Parker Guppy. He's going to gain 7. So we're down to 4:30 to play. Actually, a gain of 8. We'll call it a gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Be a handoff to Harold Bobledick, retains possession, and nice backside stop by number 28, Michael Schramm. Harold's going to have enough, though, for the first down, a gain of 4 on the play. That'll put him at 70 yards on 8 carries. Down under 3:40 to play now, 80-34 in favor of West Central. The confusion, the BPC backfield a little bit. Now they get everything set. Harrell again in motion, going to be a keeper. And that's going to go nowhere. A loss of a couple, I would say, on forward progress. 2:40 to play. Again, expect to chat over with both head coaches here after the completion of this one, down to 2:20 to play. 2nd and 12 for BPC. Gonna wait till the judge gets back. Judge gets his arm up. Now he does. Sale gets set. Getting the count now. Harrell in motion. Direct snap. Parker Guppy, number 6. And he's going to get back to about the 35. We'll call it a gain of 7. As we're down under 2 to play. Minute 45 and counting. West Central going to move to 6-0 with the win. Down to 1:15 now and counting. And it's going to be Harrell on the run to the near side. Bounces off one man, still on his feet. Ball comes out. BPC is going to fall on it. One of the linemen up front, I'm not sure. Well, that was Anderson that got on it, but it's going to be enough for a first down on the carry by Harrell as we're down to 45 seconds to play. And we may not get another play in this contest. BPC going to walk to the sideline. So that's going to do it. Final score here from West Central is 80-34 in favor of West Central. As the game clock down to 19 seconds. We will, again, hopefully have a chance to talk briefly with both head coaches, Coach Schisler and Coach Kirby. As, again, West Central moving to 6-0 on the season. BPC going to drop to 2-4. As it is now officially a final 80-34. We'll step aside and get a couple of commercials in. And we'll be back here in just a couple moments on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. You get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Back here at West Central High School, 80-34, the final score. West Central on top. Both coaches talking to their squads down on the field. Again, hoping to get a couple of brief moments. We won't keep either coach too long tonight, as it is already 9:30. As we can run down some unofficial stats. I've got for BPC, Gabe Beekman, 12 carries for 52 yards. Lane Huffman, 11 carries for 146. And 1, 2, 3 touchdown runs for Lane on the night. Jonathan Harrell, 79 yards on 9 carries unofficially and 1 touchdown. Parker Guppy, 3 carries for 13 yards. Beekman, 1 of 3 passing for 37 yards, or 30. $63 yards, I should say, for Beekman. And Lane Huffman, the 1 catch for 63 yards. For West Central, Gabe Stimson, 4 carries for 5 yards. Kyle Ferry, 10 carries for 115. Alex McGrew, 8 carries for 126. Graham Kelly, 20 carries for 240 yards. As Coach Sisler is here, we'll get the camera out of the way and we'll get a couple of brief words with him. As we'll get him set up here. Coach, thanks for coming up here this evening. A tough one here. I joked at one point, this almost was like a video game in this contest.
Yeah. I mean, we just got to put it all together. I mean, when the offense is rolling, the defense is slacking, and vice versa. I mean, we get things put together. We're hoping the outcome isn't like this. Obviously, losing the quarterback last week, trying to throw something together within a week to get our playmakers on the field. It worked, but, still got to stop them on defense.
Right, and was Parker out there?
Parker was out there. He
I wondered.
Actually didn't get cleared until Wednesday, so he was too far behind. He got a few reps in, and obviously, trying to get him a few reps there at the end. But, yeah, he was good.
Okay, I wondered about that because I'm like, well, I knew he was banged up last week, and then I saw 6. I'm like, maybe I'm misreading numbers there. But, yeah, and with Coach Borders coming up at halftime, you guys basically reworked your entire offense this week and threw it together in less than a week to come out here tonight, and showed some promising signs.
Yeah, we prepared, over the weekend, like we were going to have Talon, we weren't going to have Guppy. And like I said, we didn't have Guppy until that Wednesday. So working Brock back there, trying to get our playmakers on the field, get them with speed. Like I said, the offense, I thought they did a really good job. I handed it to them, Monday, and, they worked their butts off and got it down. Yeah,
Lane with 3 touchdowns unofficially, 146 yards. Really nice game, I thought, from your freshman. Jonathan Harrell played very well, that boy, he must have had some afterburners or something on that touchdown run because he kicked in another gear that I have not seen him run all year.
Yeah, he's pretty fast. He's probably one of the he's probably faster than Lane, I will say.
I was going to say, so that's promising as a freshman that you're going to have him around for a couple more years. And I want to talk about the 1 touchdown pass. Good throw by Brock. It looked like it was going to get knocked down or intercepted, and good concentration by Lane on that play to catch that ball off the tip and take it for the touchdown.
Just playmakers making plays. Yep. Obviously, though, the touchdowns are great and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you definitely want to win the football game.
Right, and I know, that was the thing with, again, at halftime with Coach Borders, like offense was doing, and you said when you first came up, offense was performing pretty well tonight. We just couldn't seem to get any stops at key points in the game.
We did not have an answer. Yeah, on defense, we threw several different looks out there, and that's the crazy thing is, we practiced it all week. We knew what to expect, and we still couldn't stop it. So that's something we're gonna have to go back and look at and figure out.
Sure, and coming over here last year, and I know they put up some big numbers offensively in that game. It looked like at times I know last year, talking to Coach Borders at halftime of that game, remembering back that we needed to go lower and we saw some of that tonight, but just not consistently going and getting guys down below the knees and tripping like Kelly and stuff up. We saw it on some occasions, but obviously not enough.
Yeah, it's definitely tough, and I can't put it all on these guys. This week I think our practice 14 guys. We had 14 guys out there that could actually practice, so that's not ideal. You got guys playing both ways the whole entire time, and they're not getting a break. And I had guys coming over like, "Hey, I need to come off," and I'm like, "I don't have anybody."
Right. Well, and we hope this thing's going along. It's good to see Parker back because I know we were uncertain about him, and as you said, it was middle of the week before he was back. But that's it. You don't have a lot of numbers, and you're kind of like we talked at the end of the game last week, a walking mash unit all the time. And you just, like you said, it's got to be the next guy up mentality.
Yeah, yep. And like I said, the guys that did go in, they stepped up. Like, Jonathan, he went in and stepped up. We put some other freshmen in there at the end, and they stepped up. So that's just getting these guys reps, getting more comfortable being out there.
Well, I will let you get out of here, Coach. Home game, the final home game next week, senior night. That's getting easier. You get Richwood, who knocked off Amboy last week. So, and they put a pretty good whooping on West Prairie Southeastern tonight. So you're going to have a tough one, but come out next Friday night and salute a really good class of senior kids at their final home game.
Absolutely, 100%.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate the time coming up here. Coach Sisler joined us here on the post-game show here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As Coach Kirby joining us here is, hey, we get to talk to you tonight like week 2. Congratulations, Coach. 6-0 now, and you finally got a home game under your belt.
Yeah, I think our kids were really excited to have the opportunity to play at home, play in front of our home crowd. Boy, we had a great crowd here tonight. Amazing how many people were out here. I had to take a second and tell our kids, hey, you need to look around a little bit and see how much this means to the people in our community where they're coming out in this level of support. And, you look at our field and all the work that people put into making it look like this and the painted end zones and then all the meals that we get and everything. Our community supports us incredibly, and it's something that our kids, I think, are embracing and really enjoying, and it was awesome not to have to get on a bus.
Sure, you guys, I don't know if I've ever seen a schedule that somebody played that many away games to start a season, but the good thing is now you got the big boys all coming to you the last 3 games.
And you said it right, the big boys. The gauntlet just gets tougher and tougher in terms of the records for the people that we play, so we've got to continue to improve and continue to do really good things with the people that are coming up on our schedule.
And nice game for your freshman. Just ho-hum, I had him for 240 yards on 20 carries for Mr. Kelly tonight.
Yeah, they did a great job taking away sweep. That you could tell with the way they were lined up to defend us that they were going to try to take away sweep, and in doing that, they give us trap. So we were able to run trap, and Graham did a great job running inside and running trap. But, it's difficult for them to be able to defend both of those plays. You have to have a weak spot, and we were able to exploit that with Graham tonight.
Yeah, and you get a good game also out of McGrew. I had him over 100 yards, I think 126, Lake Berry 115. So you got your three big running backs over 100 yards on the evening. You'll take that any game.
Exactly. Kyle LaFerry had over 100 yards on the play that we were just talking about that they spent the day trying to take away.
Right.
So for him to still be that successful in running shows that we still did some good things in that. And we came out at the second half and said that was something that we were really going to focus on, was still being able to run sweep no matter how they were aligned. And I think we came out and first drive and ran it twice, and I think that they both were nice plays. So we continue to do well. But Graham was the story tonight, and our offensive line for sure.
Yeah.
Not only is the story tonight, but they're the story for our season.
Yeah.
They've continued to grow, continue to mature, and those guys are just playing awesome for us.
Yeah, you're not going to have running backs put up those kind of numbers without an offensive line really doing a good job from start to finish in a game.
100%.
Well, Coach, we'll let you get out of here. Like I said, you guys have got a homecoming win, your first home game, and now the big three the next 3 weeks. And, 6-0, you guys have, helped solidify your playoff spot, but it doesn't get any easier to finish things up.
Wouldn't want it any other way. It's going to be an awesome finish.
It is going to be an awesome finish. So we appreciate you coming up, Coach Kirby, and talking to us, and I'm sure we'll see you guys down the road at some point.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I say thank you. You guys doing this, and it's an amazing deal for schools our size to have this kind of media coverage and to be able for, my family and friends in Philo, Illinois at Daly's Sports Bar are watching this right now.
Awesome. We'll say hi to them.
This is a big deal, that our kids get this kind of media coverage. It's wonderful, and we really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you, Coach Kirby, for coming up and appreciate the kind words. And as I said, we'll probably see you at some point down the road, if not regular season, definitely sometime at the playoffs.
It's good to hear.
Thanks, Coach Kirby. Appreciate it. Thanks again for coming up. Appreciate it. As they move to 6-0, and again, they've got the big three coming in next 3 weeks with Flanagan, Cornell, Woodland next week, Amboy, and Ridgewood coming up. As we've said from day one, you get through and perform well in this West Division of 8-man football, you have accomplished quite the feat. So we're going to wrap it up here as, again, a final 80-34. West Central moving to 6-0. BPC going to drop to 2-4. For Aaron Christian, Chris Rankhauser saying so long. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll talk to you next Friday night from Bushnell-Prairie City High School as the Spartans have senior night against the Spartans from Ridgewood High School. Thanks again, and have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later.